the pandemic forced a work-from-home revolution. Now there's a push to give tens of thousands of Aussie workers the permanent right to work from home. So, should bosses be forced to let you log in from your lodgings? For the better part of 2 years, working from home was part and parcel of our new normal. We swapped peak hour commutes for morning walks, skirts for elasticized pants, and water cooler chat for awkward meetings over Zoom.
I'm here live. I'm not a chat.
If you disrupt this meeting, I will have to remove you from it.
You have no authority here, Jackie Weaver. No authority at all.
And as the latest COVID wave pushes hospitals to breaking point again, the Chief Health Officer wants working from home to make a big comeback.
All of these things together will help to protect the vulnerable and to slow the spread.
Now, several major unions want to see the CHO's recommendation enshrined as a basic right for office workers included in their enterprise bargaining agreements.
It would mean that, first of all, they wouldn't be exposed to COVID in the workplace, but it also means a much better work-life balance for them, a reduction in travel time and working in a safe and comfortable environment.
There are labour shortages in key areas, and working from home is one key condition that many workers are going to want and employers will give if they want to retain their workforce.
The government is on the fence about it.
It's an important conversation to be had. Right now we don't have plans for that.
The opposition opposed.
People want that flexibility, I get that, and if it's possible, that's great, but ultimately the employer is the one that has to make the call there.
And even former Labor MP Julia Gillard fears working from home could disproportionately impact the careers of women.
Men have been much more regular attenders at the office, and that very visibility, if nothing else changes, will show in who's being considered for promotion, who's being considered for sponsorship, mentorship, who's being put on the best of the training opportunities, because the women will be kind of invisible behind the screen.
What we're looking for is the capacity for people to make that choice, and for women in particular to make that choice for themselves about whether they go to work in their workplace or whether they go to work at home.
But with health experts warning the pandemic is far from over, is the right to work from home a reasonable request?
This is a business meeting. We have to be 100% professional. I don't know. This is my kid's computer. I don't know what happened. Just take me seriously, okay?
Tony, I can see you.
We can all see you.
Oh my goodness. Hey, look, I'm all about flexibility in the workplace, but I have to say that point that Julia Gillard made about women working from home, when I started a business from home, I found that I could be at my computer, but at my back there was a pile of laundry, there was a pile of kids' toys, there was a pile of dishes, and so I actually didn't find much balance in that arrangement for myself.
You've got the other job, the unpaid job that you've got to attend to with kids, and we know that women are more likely to work from home, so they can balance the both. But they're also reporting higher rates of depression and stress as well. So you've just got to get that balance right.
But you run a small business, Julie. Do you think it should be up to a right, enshrined right for the employee to decide what they do, or do you think actually the employer should have the right to say, you know what, we expect you to come in?
Look, different businesses have different needs and different employees have different needs, and I think it's absolutely you've got to do what you've got to do in a pandemic, but we've got to look beyond a pandemic too, and if you enshrine that right, then you're really not taking into consideration the needs of small business people for whom that can be a real burden.
I feel like we need to enshrine the right. I'm a big fan of working from home. I feel like a lot of the people, and I'm not putting you in this category, but I think a lot of the people who want people back in the office, they're the people who are inefficient in the office. They're the people who love making chit-chat. They're not doing anything. The middle management people who love lording over people and feeling powerful and bossing people around. And I feel like when the processes of distributed work have started working, they are now a bit irrelevant. And they want to be back.
But if you're the worker in the office, you know that you're carrying part of the load that the people that are staying at home should be carrying if they were in the office.
I don't think so. I think often the people at home are a lot more, or as at least equally efficient, and sometimes more efficient. I feel like what we need to do is give people the right to work from home and force men to work from home. Maybe that's the way, including me.
Our boss is just telling me all the things you didn't do this week that he needs to talk to you about.